Steve, here with Jesse Townsend, personal trainer at Parkway Athletic Club. Thanks for being with us, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm really interested in this stuff as people age and how my body's changed, and what I did in my 20s is completely different. Would you give us, because I know that you train people of all ages, but let's
Yep.
go through a few tips on exercising over 50. So people who are over 50 or older, or maybe even 40, what would you say is the first thing that comes to your mind about exercising as you get older?
Yeah, I mean, so there's many, like in most of these kind of subjects or topics, and one of the main things that I do with people when I first start speaking with them, after obviously kind of understanding where they're at on a physical level and what they've been doing for the past 6 months, maybe back even a year, and then a little bit more about lifetime of exercises included in that too. Goals are really important to me, and to help these people accomplish what they want to. So I listen to all that as far as needs go. And from there, one of the first things I bring up with people that are aged above 50, really that with the body, anything is possible. But one of the things we need to eliminate is, injury risk, right? And it's a risk and reward type of game. With working out, you can't always take every single risk out of the equation. Unfortunately, the body can also be unpredictable by the way it acts, or different motions could cause an issue that you may not even know is there or could happen. So you can't take it all the way out. But one of the best things to do is set parameters and guidelines in the beginning that are going to focus on goals and reaching them, but eliminating risk at highest level.
That's a great first point that you made, and I can relate to that and add to it. Being 60, things are different now, and I can't take things for granted. So I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm fit, and I can go into the gym. I'm feeling really, really good, but I've got to be aware of my body, because an injury at my age or older, you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 months to recover. An injury at your age is 2 or 3 weeks. Big difference. So, and sometimes an injury will occur when you're older with something that's very simple, that I didn't even do anything, and then something goes out or something happens. So that's a great first point. What's a second tip that you would give to people over 50 or as they get older?
The other one too, and this is going to be, I think it's really, very important. That's why I'm going to mention it, of course, and, might be overlooked at some extent. People have sometimes an idea that exercise, for if they haven't done it or it hasn't been a part of their life, getting into it for them may be, it can be overwhelming, even with a feeling of, just having to go in and do this thing a few days a week for hours at a time. And so what I try to teach people and how I try to encourage them as well is try to get them to find the exercise the types of exercise and things that they actually will love doing, or at least like it, to a really high level. And I'll use that. It may not be the only thing that the program consists of. How it works with exercise is, for most people, cross training to a certain extent is going to provide the best results. And so you can't just have, an anaerobic program or an aerobic program. You have to have a blended program, especially that provides, and for over 50, muscle, obviously, like most ages, is going to be so important for everything that's going to make them healthier. And so, anaerobic exercise is going to be very important. And so, but finding things they love, what I can do with that, and what people, that high level, trainers and coaches do, is motivate and use that as, the knob to kind of turn the dial up and keep people moving forward, even when it's tough. And even through the things they don't enjoy as much, if you can keep that stuff they love in there a little bit too, you're more likely to keep them better at doing the practice and doing the habit. And it's not motivation that does that, it's discipline. And so you've got to be disciplined enough to make it through the stuff you don't like, but use the stuff you love to fuel that.
And you guys would be amazed at how good you can feel. It's worth it. I talk to people all the time, being in different gyms, hearing their testimonies about how they feel and how much body fat they lost. And then it's like, it's a good addiction. So when you like it, that's usually the spark. And then it can get into that place where, you have to have it. So what would you got a third tip for us? People maybe that you train, or what you do with people that are on the older side?
Yeah, and this one I can blanket for all types of age groups, but especially in people that are above 50. Work out in groups, or work out with friends, right? I mean, this is one of the known things and kind of tricks of the trade. You have a lot of people that I talk to have walking groups. You have different hiking groups, or you have bicycling groups, and so it's no big secret. It's true psychology that when you have other people involved in what you're doing and you can do it with them, it's going to help push a lot of things. It's going to motivate. It's going to maybe even stimulate in the workout session itself a little more productivity. You might go a little harder. You might try to keep up with that person. And on the days that you're not feeling it and you're not feeling like doing it, that partner in that relationship, and that can be a trainer, that can be a coach, those can be friends if that's not really the avenue you want to approach. And it can even be a workout partner, maybe somebody you meet at the gym that just kind of fits into the scope of what you're doing in life, and somebody that you can spend time with, and that might be a workout partner. So if you haven't done it with a partner, give it a shot. You'd be surprised at how much you'll accomplish, and how much easier it might be for you to drag your butt in there, or be dragged in there, especially on the days that you say, I think I'll skip today. I think I'll make it up this week at some point, because those are the habits that break and destroy goals, and the routine of it is almost everything. So you got to be conditioned to do that, and having a partner helps.
Yeah. Accountability. Wow. That is huge. It's just an accountability thing there, whether you're doing it in a group or with a partner or whatever. Accountability will make all the difference in the world, and not just exercise, but everything that you do. So thanks for your input as always, Jesse. Thanks for being with us.
Yep. Thanks, Steve.